Yeah.
We're
We're live.
expensive.
We're rocking.
We're rocking.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Rise and Grind. Happy Monday. We got a big week in sports this week, which I'm so pumped about. We got the Knicks tonight.
Go Knicks.
Go Knicks.
Yes.
Let's go. Go New York.
I'm surprised you're not in a Knicks jersey.
I know.
instead.
Listen, I this past week, I have like 4 Knicks shirts, and they're all old from like high school, and they're all in the wash right now. I've been wearing the shit out of them around the house. And so Jack's washing them, but I was like, you know what? We got the USA team playing on Friday, so we got to be ready.
Yeah.
But so anyway, big week in sports, but I'm super pumped today. We got my guy Jim from Jar Hope in the building.
Yeah,
What's
man,
up,
I'm
Jim?
excited to be here.
Thank you for being here, man. And dude, I'm grateful for you because also not only is Jim here right now, but you just had back surgery 3 weeks ago.
I did.
And
Major back surgery.
Major back surgery. This is your 4th time out of bed.
Yeah.
The first 3 times were to go get Cheetos and Doritos.
Ice cream. My daughter
Ice
can
cream.
attest ice cream. A lot of ice cream. It's not been good.
But so I'm really grateful for you being here, man. Give us an update. How's everything going with Jar Hope, and how's Jamesy doing? And
Everything, thank God, is fantastic. We just finished right before my back surgery. We brought a group of 15 out to the Mingus Traverse, which is an 80-mile race over the Mingus Mountains in Arizona, from Prescott to Sedona, which was just remarkable. And we raised about $20,000, which I'm proud to say,
dude.
And
go.
it's fantastic. And we just got the numbers in from last year, and I'm proud to say Jar of Hope gave away over $500,000 to families in need for the Duchenne and autism community, which is really great. So if you've got a child out there that has autism and you don't really know where to go, please reach out to jim@jarofhope.org. Or, if your child is suffering from Duchenne, please give us a call. We can help you guys in any way, shape, or form. But it's been a remarkable year getting back to this point that we're at. And now that I'm past my back surgery, we had an emergency back surgery.
Did you?
I did. So I was in a car accident last year. I was rear-ended, and I've been going since August to May of this year on epidurals. I've been living on those things.
My dad had to get that.
Dude, they're fantastic. I guess because the surgeons these days, they don't want you living on oxys or Percocets. So I've been living on epidurals, and they got me through. But when I got back from the race, they had to do an emergency back surgery, and here I am. And I just love being here, and it gave me a reason to get out of bed. You need purpose,
dude. You need purpose. And dude, I was thinking about this. Like when you think about, so you were just saying, give us a quick update on Jamesy first, because he's about to get his, something's coming up big for him.
Yeah. So Jamesy just got his permit. You pass your written permit in school. And March 31st, he turns 17. So the next, milestone is that you take your practical. Mm-hmm. So he unfortunately, in the state of New Jersey, they do not have a wheelchair accessible van for a child such like my son, where he needs hand controls to take a practical. So he's been sent to Pennsylvania. He's got to go with his mom for 3 weeks in August. He's got to learn how to use the hand controls to drive a wheelchair accessible van. So they're going to spend 3 weeks there, and then he gets the eligibility credits to be able to sit in a van and then take his practical road test. So we're excited. And he's excited.
So exciting, dude.
Yeah, it gives him too purpose to want to get out of bed as well.
And if you're watching this, like you know this better than me, but the odds of you even being able to like do any of this stuff at Jamesy's age with Duchenne's is like
truly remarkable. Truly.
But I'm saying, is there a percentage like what you gave us a couple of times? You gave us like the percentages of like by the time a kid who has it is 10, by the time they're 50, but you gave us those
milestones.
What are they, real quick, for people who don't know?
So typically a child who has Duchenne muscular dystrophy, they're diagnosed at 4 years old. Typically by 8 or 9, they lose ambulation. They lose the ability to walk. By 15, they're quadriplegics. They lose the ability to walk. They don't have use of their shoulders or their arms. And then by 21, they typically pass away, which is horrific. And Jamesy is 17, and he still has his upper girdle. He has function of his arms, his shoulders. He could dress himself. He does a lot of things for himself, which we were told when he was diagnosed. Prepared. And one of the things that stuck out the most was he'll never be able to hug you in return. And that just struck me to the core. And I'm so grateful that, he gets to hug us, my mom, his mom and myself as well.
Right.
And I hug him as much as I can.
What I love about the story though, and when you like think about you guys, the thing that's so truly remarkable is like what your effort has been to make him where he is.
Thank you.
Right. Because like when you think about it, most people, I'm not even say parents, but most people, a lot of times they just accept the diagnosis.
They do.
And then they just move like through it and just listen to the doctors and just like that's the path that you're on. And when I look at what is the X variable in this factor with you guys in the equation, it's really the crazy shit you're doing. Right. And I mean that like in the best way possible, because like, you're doing all these runs and like you're putting Jamesy in all these different like studies and like you're getting him like hyperbaric chambers chambers. Like you're just doing so many things that again, like most parents are like, all right, doc, like what do we do? And they're like, well, just keep them comfortable or like whatever. Right.
And you're the answer.
But you're like, no, you're like, no, I'm not going to do that.
Right.
And I think that for me, that's such a big thing for me, man. And it's I think for a lot of parents and just people out there in general, like when you think about life, like or work or career, anything, like you mainly get hit with barriers and either you accept it or you try to change it.
Yes.
And what's so cool is that you are changing it, right? Which is badass. And with a diagnosis that for I think you said it's been around for over 100 years.
200 years it's been around. Duchenne.
Right. And what's crazy is like when you look up a lot of stuff online, like what you're doing with Jamesy is like it's like first time shit.
It is. He's
like
the first child ever to sleep in a hyperbaric chamber. He's the first child ever to receive stem cells intravenously.
Yeah.
So I hate to use the term he's a guinea pig, but we know what will happen if we don't do anything.
Correct. Right. That part's inevitable. Everything else you do is hopeful.
It is.
It is.
aka Jar of Hope.
Damn,
Damn, that was good.
I love that.
These gorgeous, Meg. Damn. But so anyway, so with that said, you have some events coming up. Talk to us about some of these events you have coming up right now.
We do. Thank God. August 7th, we have the Jar of Hope Golf Classic at Mercer Oaks. You can go to jarofhope.org if you'd like to come out and sponsor and or play. And then what our biggest event of the year is, which is really exciting, thanks to Ryan DePercio over at the Tillinghast Sun Eagles Golf Course. We have Chefs for a Cure. 20 of New Jersey best chefs are coming out to cook for you. So you come out and you get to enjoy all their delectables. It's going to be great. You were there last year, right?
I'm going to say this because Jim's going to undersell this. I'm going to sell it. Jim and Ryan,
yeah,
put on the most insane event ever. Like if you're not in that room, like, and what's cool about it is like moving forward, I'm excited to see it keep evolving because I think everybody that went last year, it's almost like Megan, it reminded me of like the Eat Clean Bro Gala in a way. Cause like you're in that room and just like, there's a million people. There's great people in that room. There's like titans in that room. And last year was the first one.
It was the first one.
But to see that room as packed as it was, to see the restaurant vendors, I'm talking La Mondina, I'm talking all the major players in our area, right? Like it was super impressive. And then to go, what I think the crazier part was, I don't know what I was more overwhelmed by. The response of how many people were there or the fact that I couldn't stop eating. I was so full because like every time you go to a different vendor, like you're talking about the best places. So like you're going and this place has the best pizza. This place has the best pasta. Like I was just going around and for 3 or 4 hours, like I just couldn't stop eating.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not gonna lie. I was drinking a little bit too.
Right.
And so that probably helped me keep
that
eating.
Sounds like a good night.
It was so fire. Anyway, if you're somebody who wants to be in a room for a great cause and you're somebody who wants to like help children and you want to also, if you're a business person and you want to meet people and network, like this is like the night, like this is the place to freaking be. And you gave away some awards that night that I thought were so amazing. Right? Can you talk to that?
Yeah, so we brought out the kids for the first time, children who have, unfortunately, disabilities. And my mantra has been for several years with Jamesy, we always talk about positive affirmations. I can, I will, I must. And then one day it just dawned on me that we've got these children in this community that live that mantra, right? So we gave away an I Can award, we gave away an I Will award, and I Must award to these children who every day wake up with a smile, like my son. I don't know how he does it, but he wakes up every day, he's in a good mood, and these kids go out, like Anthony from Staten Island.
Yeah.
We gave him the I Can award because the kid is severely autistic, and nonverbal, and yet he plays the drums.
I saw it.
He could play the drums with any professional rock band that's out there right now.
That was so
Wow.
impressive.
Remarkable.
That was so impressive. I was really impressed by him.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he's fearless, and he has such a good time when he plays. And I thought it was important that we put him in that spotlight, that we gave that to him.
Well, watching, there was a couple of the people that you gave awards to, but I think what was so priceless was also just their parents seeing their kids up there, right? In most cases, when you have some sort of disability, you don't get that opportunity a lot, right? Because your kids aren't doing stuff like that typically. They're just home and they're doing stuff at home, or like, so to see those kids up there in a room of 300 people,
Right.
like freaking like getting so pumped up. Didn't somebody sing too?
So we had a child who was autistic. He sang.
Yeah, and it
He
was
sang the
beautiful.
national anthem.
Yeah, it was
He's
great,
awesome.
man. Oh my
And
God, I had the
Luke,
chills.
he'll be back next year.
Good. I've had the chills this whole freaking show so far. Anyway, but beautiful event though. Really great stuff. And so obviously as we slide along here, if people want to engage with Jar of Hope, give them the plug. Where can they go and how can they help?
Thank you. Please go to jarofhope.org. You can reach out to me personally, Jim@jarofhope.org, and you can get involved in any way you like. It doesn't always have to be financial. We could use all the volunteers, that want to come out and participate and help us put on an extravagant night like that, because there was so many people behind the scenes putting that together.
Yeah. If you see a guy in a tux looking GQ with a green bow tie,
A green bow tie.
that's the guy right there. But anyway, thank you, Jim. And so as we move along here, Meg, what is our first topic we got today?
We're going to talk about how hackers are using Meta AI to get access to Instagram accounts.
Stop.
Which is crazy to think
That's a
about.
thing right now?
Awful.
It is
Yeah.
awful because you think about, we've worked with some clients who are like, hey, someone hacked my account
Mhm.
and my whole business is on that page. Like, what do
Mhm.
I do? And it used to be a lot harder. And now one of the videos that was showcased was a hacker saying to Meta's AI conversation, I want you to put my email attached to just a random person's Instagram account. And when that happens, you're able to then reset the password, or say you forgot the password,
Mhm.
and that email goes to the new email address. So if I said, hey, I want to put my email address on John's account,
And Meta AI?
Meta AI, they may have fixed this glitch, but this is what was
It's crazy.
happening over the past week.
Wow.
My email address would now be on your account. I can say I forgot password.
The password
Change your
reset would go to
password.
you.
Yeah, change your password. Now you can't access your account, but I can. So this was obviously
Wow.
a huge glitch that was happening.
By the way, I
and-
get how many password resets we get for Adapting Socials account and my personal account on a monthly basis. I'm not kidding.
And
Literally,
it's not you.
No.
I'm not even kidding you. Probably since 2019,
Mhm.
randomly, like people try to pretend to be Adapting Social or John,
Mhm.
Yep.
and I get people emailing people. Like people will have,
like a phishing scam.
like
Mhm.
people will have like a johnv@adaptingsocial@gmail.com. Right, email, which is so fake, obviously, but they'll email you and be like, hey, it's John, I just wanted to check in and see how things going. Also, your credit card didn't go through this month, so can you send me an updated form of payment?
Interesting.
Like shit like that,
Right.
right?
Yep.
But I'll like literally this weekend I got like 4 password resets.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It is. It's awful.
Yeah.
A few years ago, we were battling where people were going out and creating fundraisers, and all the funds were going to them.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Awful. People,
That is
because you can
awful.
steal a logo off the
course.
internet. You don't have to be too
Right.
skilled to do that.
Right.
And people were creating their own fundraisers, especially on Facebook. Like a birthday fundraiser,
Yeah.
and they were getting the money
Oh
themselves.
my gosh.
So
That
we've-
is-
Isn't that awful?
how do you feel good about yourself when you do something like that? That's
Right.
crazy.
It's awful.
That's
But
so
they're
wild.
malicious to begin with, right? So
Yeah,
they
that's
really don't have a
true.
full heart to want to.
But real quick though, on that note though, I'm gonna go down a rabbit hole for a quick second because I was having a conversation with somebody about this weekend where it's like when you think about the internet and like social media and seeing all the crazy shit that happens now in the world, right? We're like the world's a fucked up place,
Mm.
right? Like, oh my God, that person, murdered this person or whatever, crazy stuff's happening. And it's like when you think about it, since the beginning of time, right? There were always bad people
Yeah.
and there were always good people and there were always some people in the gray line, right? And
Mhm.
whatever. And what's crazy though is now in modern day, right? They just have access to different tools,
Yep.
right?
Or
So
we
like,
know about it more because we have access
right,
to those tools.
right,
Mhm.
right. So like, you know, because like I forget, I was having a conversation with somebody. They're like, "Yeah, the world's a terrible place." I'm like, "The world has always been the same.
Right.
There's only one thing. The only difference is there's a megaphone now because it's being recorded.
Yeah.
Like before, you don't think people were murdering people. Like imagine this is the crazier part. Is I had a conversation with our guy Alex, one of our new clients.
Mhm.
And this dude, actually, I have to introduce you to him. You would love him. He would love you. But he's a savage, dude. He's a very successful guy, but he loves history. So like he has like crazy, like from the 14, 15, 1600s.
French Revolution.
French Revolution.
Yeah.
He has like swords and like
No kidding.
crazy
Yeah.
shit from like the medieval times. Like and
His
crazy.
office is cooler than any museum I think I've ever been
Literally.
to.
No, I'm not
It's-
kidding.
It's really
like,
cool.
He has
Yeah.
he has a torture mask from the early 1300s.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Right, like he just collects all this stuff. But he was telling me, he was like, people think the world's so crazy now. He's like, he goes, if we were living in the medieval times, right? He goes, if I looked at you the wrong way, you could just stab me and kill me on the street, and everybody watching would just be like, that's
Would be
normal.
all right with it.
That's normal.
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
that's not normal now, right?
Yeah,
So like,
that's true.
so like it's a lot. Again, the world's not perfect. Don't get me wrong, but like back then, it was like what's the word? Like it was just like
Well, you were
gory.
surviving, right? Like
Yeah.
your only job was to survive and make sure your family survived. And
yeah. Like Sun Tzu is an example, the Art of War guy, right? The book.
Mhm.
They talked about him, how he killed his brother, and he killed his brother because his brother would always pick on him.
Mm.
And one day when he was fishing, his brother's messing with him, and he just killed him. He was like, I'm done doing this.
Right.
Like, could you
Got it
imagine
out.
just literally killing your brother because
no,
he fucked with you?
never.
Isn't that crazy? Like,
Never.
but that was the world,
Right.
Like back then, it was like, yo, like that's the thing.
Right.
And then it just makes me further think, like, you know, we're just highly domesticated animals.
Yeah.
We are here in the States, but there are some countries
That still are
out
like
in the
that.
middle
Yeah.
that are still brought up that
Correct.
way. Right. Unfortunately.
Did you see that one thing that I don't know where this was? I don't know if I'm not going to try to botch it, but essentially there's this one remote island that has never been touched by modern society. I don't know if you guys
Yeah.
ever saw that one. I
Yeah.
forget the name of it.
They sent a drone by. Is that
Yeah,
what
they
you're
sent
talking
the
about?
drone by, and then
Mhm.
a guy went to go like try to explore it, right?
Mm.
And it was like known, like you don't do that. Like it's like protected by whatever is the surrounding area. I don't know if it's Brazil or Spain, but they're like it's protected by it because they don't want anybody to try to mess with it.
Mhm.
So this guy went, and the first time he went, like he went on the island, whatever, and like checked it out, and like they let him leave. Like so like I got to go back.
Mm.
Came back, and he never came out. So we don't know if did they kill the guy?
Yeah.
Is he living there now, and they won't
Or
let him
he just
leave?
assimilated
Is he a
to the-
prisoner?
Right.
Like we don't know. But what's so crazy though, to your point, right, is there's places like you even see it on Instagram and like different places of the world where it's like they're still wearing freaking, you know, the what do you call it?
The Adam and Eve gear.
Yeah, like
You're
they're
right.
still geared out like that, like with the leaves on the joints. And it's crazy like that people are still living that way. But when you think about it, like this morning I woke up, right? And I was like, all right, I gotta work out, and I want to go make breakfast for the kids and stuff and like do the shit I gotta do. And I'm like, damn, imagine being in that society right now. Like, imagine being in a world where, like, literally, like, you got to wake up and go figure out how you're going to eat today. Because that's
Right.
all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
When you think about it, at the end of the day, like, how different it is between, like, a lion and us, right? Like, a lion is just, I got to eat,
Right.
right?
Survival.
They're not worried about comfort. So it's like, that's the key difference, you know? It's wild. Anyway, I was a rabbit hole.
Chris was commenting in all of the Sentinel Island. It's Sentinel Island. It's
Sentinel
the
Island. Thank you, Chris.
Sentinel.
Thank you, Chris. But where is it located, though?
I don't know. That I don't
Which
know.
Chris?
Chris G.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
That's funny.
but anyway,
yeah,
so
so we have hackers. So basically
wow.
put your 2FA
They
on.
don't have hackers.
No, they don't have
Mm-mm.
hackers. We have exactly. You don't have to worry about
But they got
hackers.
people there that are like still trying to screw with them. Like I stole a bit of your food, or like
Yeah, I'm
you know,
sure. Yeah.
crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Crazy stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure. And then actually, you mentioned something earlier that got me thinking about a post that I saw. There is a dad who is creating a multi-million-dollar company right now based off of his kids not using any form of screen. So no iPads, no iPhone, but instead it's a Wi-Fi based landline that has programmed numbers in it so that they can call their own friends. And he's trying to make these kids feel like they're back in the 90s where you had to stand
Right.
there and talk on the phone, or it has the coil, you know.
Yeah.
And he's doing really well. It's $9.99. It's pretty affordable, honestly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I would love to get that for the office. 'Cause I was thinking about that. I don't want to get a phone plan again like we had in Asbury, but like to be able to like dial. I might get walkie-talkies for me and Chris. You guys see this?
Saying that. I've been saying that we need walkie-talkies.
I will
for
actually go get them
years.
today. I will literally go get them today.
We need walkie-talkies. Yeah.
Instead of having like Chris, John, whatever.
Yeah.
But
Screaming through the
but that's
glass.
cool though, you know. And I think when you really think about the difference between now and like growing up, I think what I love when I see those things on social media where it's like throwbacks to like when you had the fucking the cord phones and like skateboards and Tony Hawk and all that stuff back in the day. It's like I think what was so cool about that time was like that it was so focused on your friends and people and like just staying.
You were in the moment.
Community.
Yeah, 100% in the moment immersion. But like as stuff came out, because like don't get me wrong, I mean like since I don't know, like for me at least, Super Nintendo was the first thing I had, right? So like I remember I would be outside and I would be like stoked to go play a game, right? But like I'd rather be outside. Whereas like right now it's like, you know, we want to be on social media, see what people are doing and stuff like that. But what I think was so cool about what we got to experience was like we got to experience the start of the internet boom in '99. And then our generation, like we're so lucky because we got to see the internet start and we got to see AI start.
And email evolve.
Yep.
Emails come a long way.
Yep.
Crazy to your point, right? But back then Atari right, was so isolating, but along with the internet, you were able to play now with kids across the world.
Correct.
So it's actually as unisolating as it is. They're still in their house by themselves though.
Do you want to
isolate?
Do you want to hear something crazy? So now where technology is, so with Oculus, there's like a boxing game, and you can either box the AI and it learns you, and then now you're boxing. It's tougher every time, or you box other people around the world. Like this morning, I boxed the dude in the UK, and I boxed the guy in Spain this morning. Yeah,
that's amazing.
Yeah.
No wonder why you're looking so fit.
but you know, it's like when you think about where the world is going like that, it's so crazy to think that like when you watch Star Wars and those little holograms when we were younger, like holy crap, look at these things, like that's the future. Like that's gonna be cool, right? Like when we're literally sitting here and we can have a hologram of a meeting and it's like we're all sitting here. But like I'm saying, like, because you know, like Meta has it almost now kind of where you can have like the avatar looking people. They're working on like the real stuff right now. But at the end of the day, it's like it's gonna be cool when we're actually in a room and there's like a hologram setup where it's like I don't have any headset on. It's just boom. It's like we look like this right now, but you're in California.
They're working on
that. That's going to be very. I hope I'm around to see that. I
think you will with the way AI is advancing.
I think so. They already have a form of it at a tech conference last year. They showcased it. Looks like a little box, and it works kind of like Alexa or Google Home.
Yes, yeah.
But you can create your own little avatar. So
I remember we talked about that.
Yeah, and you know, it'll pop up. It'll watch what you're doing. It'll comment on. It was originally created for gamers so that it could watch the video game and give you tips and like try to like hack your way through the game. But it started picking up on your routine. So like when you go into your closet, when you do your laundry, and then it'll start reminding you to do that stuff too.
Pretty cool.
Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like a little character now, but it could be a person. It could be like, who needs walkie-talkies when you could just pop up on my desk and be like, hey, need to tell you
that's
something.
Dangerous. Be careful what you wish for, man. but also moving along, did you see that right now? SpaceX IPO is about to be the biggest IPO in the history of any stock market ever.
Really?
With almost a $2 trillion valuation.
Crazy.
And they're saying that it's like the equivalency. Well, it's the biggest one of our lifetime, but like the amount of people that are going to be wealthy because of this. Like I remember we actually have a client and his girlfriend back when Apple first went IPO, like she bought a ton of Apple stock back in the day. And she's been living off of that for 30 or 40 years now.
Oh my god.
Like off of that purchase forever ago.
Wow.
And she was like a Wall Street, like, you know, big person then, but like at the end of the day, he talks about it all the time. And now it's like people are saying like this is like that moment.
So how do we get on this IPO?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I'm
not a stock guy at all. I'm zero stock guy. So I'm like, but like I truly believe, political BS aside, like, because I don't do anything political, but Elon Musk is like the Thomas Edison of our generation.
Did you see an article came out about him that he could spend $1 million a day? It would take him like 2,500 years to spend all his money if he spent $1 million a day.
Yeah.
And then
Mhm.
I'm a charity. I'm like, just give us 2 million.
Just give me something,
Two
dude.
days
Yeah.
worth of your money. And
Right, just it's only 2 days.
Right, and
You
then-
need to tag Elon in this.
yeah.
But when you
Crazy.
think about that though, what I love about Elon though is that you can so obviously tell that like nothing that he's doing though is about money for him.
Mhm.
He's not the guy that's like, I just want to be rich.
Mhm.
Like he's so driven by his missions. And like that's why like, you've heard the old adage where it's like, you know, it's like if you chase money, you'll always be running.
Right.
Yep.
But if you chase a passion and like fixing the world, money's gonna chase you.
Mhm.
Right.
And like he's the fucking prime example.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's-
Like
he is a good example.
literally the prime example of that. But anyway, so back to that. So like it's such a cool, interesting time because like you have Jamie Dimon, who's the CEO of Chase, who's like essentially saying that he still thinks that crypto is all bullshit and like whatever. And he's like, people like Elon and this whole thing right now is like a once in a lifetime opportunity. And we're here for it right now. But again, back to like our luckiness of when we're alive right now.
Mm.
It's like, think about this, like we don't know what life was like because it took hundreds of millions of years potentially for us to any of us to be born.
Right.
Mhm.
So we know nothing before that. We only know when we were born, right? And then like the fact that we are here, we just happen to be alive in this little dust of sand of time for this moment of AI
Right.
and technology and all this stuff, like crazy,
It
Yeah.
is a good time to be alive.
you know?
It is.
And we get to say like I always have this like thing, and like every time I'm in the vault with Chris and Alex,
Mhm.
we have these conversations, but I'm like, if you're Thomas Edison and like, or if you're the guy who invented fire as a Neanderthal, right?
Right.
Like there was no fire before you, but you just happened to be there at that time. Like it wasn't that, oh my God, you're this miracle person. Like you just were there.
Mhm.
Like, and you obviously were the right person to do it. But like point is like, I didn't have that chance. I wasn't
Yeah.
alive then. I couldn't do it.
Yeah. Or
But
your
that-
spirit was way back in the
Yeah,
day, John.
Right. Who knows? Who knows? But at the end of the day, it's one of these things where it's like now when you see the fact that we're alive for one of the greatest inventors,
Mm.
bar none, like the person who's going to bring space travel to the everyday person, like
Yeah.
like and multi-planetary travel, like we are around for that guy being alive and we're seeing it.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like how crazy is that? Like I remember before Elon was as big as he was and he's a PayPal guy, I would think about that like, damn, how cool must it have been to be around for like Ben Franklin or like Thomas Edison or like Tesla or any of these guys back in the day. But like we have the best version of anybody ever
Right.
right
Yeah.
now. And it's like, damn.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm ranting.
pretty
Megan got me on
crazy.
these new energy drinks.
did.
And I'm just ranting, Megan. You gotta cut me off, Corey, okay? Corey's not doing his job today.
What's remarkable though is his creative mind is to think of
Dude.
something,
Dude.
right? Send money electronically
Yeah.
and then yet make it happen.
Yeah.
Mhm.
PayPal.
Right?
Yeah.
It's crazy how,
Yeah.
how you can think of
Yeah.
that.
True.
Yeah. I think about that all the time because if someone said, "Hey, I want you to launch this into outer space and then land back," the way that his
Return it back to where it began.
it's so calm.
In one piece.
Wouldn't even know. I wouldn't know how to go about that. I
Right.
wouldn't even know who to talk to go about that.
But you know what though, back to like, so to shift it to leadership for anybody watching the leadership stuff, like that's where like when you see Elon Musk from the outside, we're all like, oh my God, Elon Musk, like he's awesome, he's great, he's whatever. But it's back to like the Steve Jobs stuff. Like people thought that Steve Jobs was an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And when you work for Elon, there was a person who like I guess he was one of his engineers, but he worked for Elon for many years, like early Tesla shit.
Mm.
And fast forward, he wound up leaving because he was like, dude, like this is too much. Like I need to get out of here. And then he left and he was like, Elon, the way that he built like the culture, like when he left and went to another career, he just was so unfulfilled because like he was so like used to like hard work and like a mission and like doing big things that like it went from that to like boring.
Yeah.
And he was like, I couldn't do it. I had to go back to Elon because like I whatever.
They were
But he talks
producing
about-
stuff,
right.
bringing stuff to life.
Right.
Purpose. Mhm.
But he was talking about how with Elon, he's like, you know, you can't, there's no way to exist in any ecosystem that Elon's involved in if you're not like a type A and you're getting shit done.
Mm.
Like it can't exist. And so to see like where, like again, like space travel, you know, electric, he literally paved the path for EVs, for electrical vehicles, solar, like he bought Solar City and now Tesla's obviously doing it. And then he's trying to do the Boring Company, which is like make the fastest travel from like where we are to California in like a tube, like the shuttle.
And then I forget what you call those things, the space, the something loops. But he's just doing so many things that it's
Yeah.
like, how the hell?
Right.
You know?
His bandwidth. And then how does he find all these people to work within that?
And he's, by the way, he
ecosystem to
says he
produce
sleeps.
things?
He says he sleeps like 6-7 hours a night. And
He's
but
a superhuman.
I know, but you know what though? But when I
He
look
must
at
be
it,
so specific with his time.
no, but he has the right people.
Yeah.
You can't do that if you
Yeah.
don't have the right people.
Yeah.
He has the right people.
Right people, protect your time,
Yeah,
have a purpose.
yeah.
Mhm.
But it's also, I also love when you see like his like baby mama drama,
Mhm.
because he has so many kids, and then you just have like these girls coming out of the woodworks like, yeah, he said this about this and like about, you know, the White House or whatever, and it's just like all this stuff always comes to the surface. And you know, the thing is this, like at the end of the day, it's like, what else is he doing? Like he's got to have some kind of drama, right?
Right.
But anyway, what else we got, Meg?
Okay, I'm gonna go through one more topic.
Okay.
Instagram is releasing add-on subscriptions, and so there's a lot of talk right now in the industry of, is social media always going to be free, or are we eventually going to have to pay just for a basic subscription? Right now it's going to be $4 a month for Instagram Plus, and that'll allow you to have your stories at the front of the deck. You know how like
Yeah.
so at the front of your
So your
viewer's
priority.
deck. Yep, your priority. You can extend your story for up to 24 hours. There's something called super hearts, which is like, you know how you can love.
Mhm.
So like hearts will go across the
Mm.
screen. I feel like this is really built for influencers.
Yeah.
Like a lot of creators.
Or brands or businesses.
Yeah. Oh, you
That's
can
who's gonna
have
do it.
multiple story audiences, which is interesting. So not just close friends and then public. You could
Mm.
have like you know, for the collective, like if you wanted to only post for like
Mm.
Adapt and Grow Collective or this or that, you can create all of these different audiences. And then you can also search through your story viewers list, which is like if you wanted to look to see if like one specific person viewed your story,
Mm.
you have the ability to do that. So aside from that, you have custom bio font and then a customized icon on your screen. So if you want to pay $4 a month to have access to all of that, that's what Instagram is doing.
When are they doing it?
They're starting to roll it out already.
Wow.
Yep.
See, we would definitely test that for adapting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has to be FOMO of the subscription model. They're
Yeah.
missing out like a Netflix.
Yeah.
Killing it, right? They're
Killing it.
putting movie theaters out of business.
Yeah.
And
Well, Netflix just opened up a pop-up movie theater somewhere,
no,
and they're starting to do that now. It's
I
called
heard
Netflix
that.
Home.
Is it in New York? I thought it
Yeah,
was in New
there's one in the
York.
city. I'm
Let's
pretty.
see.
No, actually, I don't know if it's in
Oh,
Midwest.
Netflix House, Philadelphia. It's in
Philly.
Philly.
Yes, Philly.
hmm
But they're doing that, and it's like crazy because like the people who put the movie theaters out of business is now going to open up one. You know,
it's got to be a different
when
model.
Netflix first came out, did you ever do like the CD where they sent it to you?
Yeah. think
I never did that. I was a Blockbuster to.
Yeah.
I wrote it till wheels fell off. My friend at the time, Pete, his family was the first people I knew that like would order the CDs from
Mhm.
Netflix and they would send them to them, and the games and stuff. I would just go to Blockbuster. I'm like, why are you doing that? Like, just go around the corner to Blockbuster.
Right.
You know,
You're
why are you
lazy.
waiting to? Yeah, why are you waiting to things get mailed to you? Like, you know, like it was the weirdest thing. But now Blockbuster's been way out of business. So
Oh yeah.
you
Sure.
know. Wild. There was something else before we wrap up here that I was thinking about. Oh my goodness.
While you're thinking, can I
Yeah.
just compliment you?
Yeah.
I love your new office space.
Oh, thank you so
I
much.
love your new office space, and I think.
Did you see next door yet?
I went next door by mistake because I saw the big sign, so I
Right.
ran in that thinking that this was where your podcast studio was.
Yeah.
But it's absolutely remarkable in what you're doing and how your leadership is growing. We were just talking about Elon Musk and how he's got the right people in the right place. You're finding the right people and putting them in the right places, and it's just great to see how you're expanding, and the production and the output of your work is just remarkable. It's
Thank
great,
you.
man.
It's
I'm honored to know you.
it's thanks to Megan over there and Chris that I get it done. But thank you for that, Jim. Though. Thank you
Yeah,
so
man,
much.
It's great.
I'm pumped to see these events go through with you.
Thank you.
And one more time for people who maybe just be joining, we'll end off on you. Two things. Tell us where these events are again and the dates and stuff real quick for people who are just tuning in right now because this is a live stream. And then end us off with some motivation to kick off the week for us.
Oh, geez. Nothing like pressure. So we'll start with the events. The events are August 7th, Mercer Oaks. That's our golf outing. We have an East and a West course, so please come out and play. We can suit up to 220 golfers. It's a great event, especially if you want to sponsor or come out and network. There's a lot of great guys and ladies that come out to play golf. So come out August 7th at Mercer Oaks. And then we have it to Tillinghast on September 24th, thanks to Chef Ryan DePercio from Ember and Eagle, which is another incredible restaurant that you want to go try out any day of the week. Tillinghast is their catering hall, which is fantastic. It's beautiful, brand new. It's only maybe 2 years old. That event is September 24th. Please come out to that. You can go to jarofhope.org, purchase tickets for that as well, and sponsor. And so some motivational talk. So
to kick us off into the week.
Yeah, man. So I it's top of mind is if you want something, you can. If you're passionate enough, you will. And if you want it bad enough, you must. And for Jamesy and I, we share those positive affirmations almost every single day. And I truly believe it's what gets me through the races. I went through just a little rant about what I did. So I just did 80 miles in the desert, right? And the last 10 miles, I got sick. And we were climbing over 10,000 feet in 80 miles in 40 hours. We was a time limit. The last 10 miles, I was nauseous and vomiting almost, every quarter mile, if not sooner. Oh, and all I kept thinking about was my son and what he does. And I kept thinking, I can, I will, I must, right? Get to that finish line. And if you just keep reiterating that to yourself, no matter how hard your day is, or no matter what it is you're going through, whatever obstacle may be in your way, just keep telling yourself, I can, I will, and I must. And I promise you, you'll come out on the other side bigger and better.
Boom. I love that.
Yeah, man.
I love that, man. Guys, thank you for tuning in. We will see you back on Thursday.